What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Getting into this episode of GH, Michael is turning into such an obnoxious ass. Like he really is. Like just so sanctimonious. Like he really tried to compare bribing a DA to Willow keeping a secret. Talking about, oh, it's the same thing. All he trying to do is justify what he did. That's all he trying to do. And I'm glad Willow stood her ground and was like, no, it's not the same damn thing, because it's not. For one, her keeping that secret about Nina and Sonny, it wasn't her secret to tell. It really wasn't. That was for Sonny or Nina to say something. That wasn't for her to say anything. She didn't owe anybody that. And it had nothing to do with Wiley. Him bribing the DA, that's a whole separate issue that had nothing to do with it. All he's trying to do is deflect and justify. That's all he's trying to do. To make himself feel better, like he's a martyr. And when Harmony came over, and and I'm glad Willow called her mother. I'm glad she reached out, because on a couple episodes back, she was upset that, Willow didn't call her. So I'm glad Willow did reach out to her this time. And, she brought Wiley a train or whatever that, pretty much cost a lot of money. But, Harmony saved up some money to get him something nice. And that was nice of her. And he even drew her a picture, and they had a nice little bonding moment, and they hugged. I love that scene. Harmony is really coming a long way from her past misdeeds. She's really trying to make up for what she's done. And when her and Willow was talking about the Nina situation, Willow made it very clear her and Michael are not on the same page when it comes to Nina. They're not on the same page about a few things. And I have a feeling that their relationship might not last all that long. If their relationship continues to go the way it's going right now, it ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna last. It's definitely not. So when Harmony basically told Michael, oh, you should trust Willow's instincts when it comes to Nina, he basically told her, listen, no disrespect. Now, when somebody say to you, no offense or no disrespect, that means A, they're about to offend you, and B, they're about to disrespect you. He told her, how is this your business? Sir, how is this her business? How many times have we watched Carly get in Michael's business? Because that's her son. It is Harmony's business. That's her daughter. I can understand why Michael is a little, suspicious of Harmony and stuff, like why he don't really like her like that because of the whole Shiloh situation and Christina. I get it. But at least she's making up for all of that. She's trying to repent. She's apologizing to everybody. She's really out here, trying to make up for it and do the right thing now. And that's what matters. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters. But he sits there and acts so sanctimonious. It's so annoying. Like he's this tough guy. Talking about, how is this your business? That's her daughter. It is her business. And I was so pissed when Harmony apologized for overstepping. You're not overstepping. That's your kid. You know what I'm saying? You got a right to have an opinion. His mother surely got an opinion every time something go down. How many relationships has Michael been in where Carly had an opinion about it? Or something went down. She got an opinion. So Harmony, yeah, you can have your opinion. I don't see not a damn thing wrong with it. So anyway, moving on from that. Listen, Tracy was in her bag in this episode. Tracy was clocking Brooklyn. Like, she was clocking this girl. Like, everything BLQ said she knew was bullshit. Because BLQ tried to spin this story talking about, oh, I got this baby or whatever. Like her and the mother made an agreement and whatnot so she could get the ELQ shares. And Tracy was like, so if the mother is in agreement with this and you got the ELQ shares back, why are you still doing this? Why you still got this child? She was like, please tell me that you did not steal this kid. Tracy was like, yo, tell me you did not steal this child. She said, no, Granny, I didn't steal anything. And try to, I'm like, BLQ, you cannot pull the wool over Tracy's eyes. After all the shit Tracy done did over the years, she know you lying. She know something ain't adding up. And then talking about, oh, her and Chase are just friends. Tracy wasn't buying that shit either. Tracy said, nah, yeah, I ain't just no friends. You cannot lie to Tracy. Tracy, like I said, Tracy done wrote the book on so many things. It's like you really cannot pull the wool over that woman's eyes. She know when you playing games, especially in this scenario. Like, she know BLQ lying. So when Maxie came over or whatever, her and Felicia had came over and stuff to check in on Tracy because they heard about Luke. Um, she went to go help BLQ change the baby or whatever, and BLQ was like, "My grandmother know this ain't my baby." Maxie was like, "Oh shit." She was like, as suspicious as Tracy is, she was like, "Damn," because she knew they was in trouble. She was like, "That's the last thing they need is for Tracy to connect the dots." And Tracy was connecting them right when Felicia said, "Oh, Maxie's baby would be about 7." When she was taken 7 months ago, Tracy said, "Hold up." Tracy was like, "So BLQ's baby is the same age as Maxie's baby?" Tracy was like, "I got it." She was like, "Now I know who child this is." And as soon as Tracy was by herself, she was talking to baby Bailey/Louise, and she was like, "Oh, you had a pretty interesting life so far, haven't you, Bailey?" She said, "Or should I call you Louise?" I knew Tracy was gonna put that shit together. She said, "Nope, 2 + 2 = 4." Tracy is an OG. You can't play her. Like, after all the times people don't try to play her, come on now, she hip to the bullshit at this point. She is so hip to it. So anyway, Maxie was not pleased with Martin. She was not pleased with him when he made a deal with Peter to represent him. And Martin made it very clear to Peter. He was like, "Listen, I'm only representing your ass on this one case, and that's Franco case. Because Peter is facing charges from all over, different jurisdictions for different charges." And Martin was like, "Listen, I'm only representing you for this one case. I need an upfront retainer of $50,000. I'm not mad at it." I said, "Martin, get your money." As much as I don't like Peter, I'm not mad at Martin because at the end of the day, this is just business for him. Some people might get pissed off at him, but look at Diane. Remember when Franco first came back to town, Diane represented him and came up with that brain tumor defense. People were mad at her for doing it. Business is business. It ain't nothing personal. Lawyers don't see nothing but dollar signs. That's all they see. They don't take on people's cases because it's for moral reasons or nothing like that. It's business, simple. And I'm not mad at that. Business is business. Can't get mad at that. Valentin sure as hell was mad about it though. When he told Valentin about it, Valentin was pissed. And I was thinking too, I said, now I understand money is money, business is business, but what you don't want to do is piss off your main supply, like your main cash cow. And Valentin is his main, supply of money. But Martin let him know. He said, "Listen, I got a lot of bills." And he was like, "I need more clients." Like, he can't just have Valentin as his sole client. And I'm not mad at that. Victor ass is sitting here trying to weasel his way into Valentin's life, talking about we got to show BLQ that she can't cross a Cassadine. And I was so mad when Valentin said, "Oh, what you got in mind?" I said, "Valentin, don't you dare. Don't you dare partner up with this ass. Don't you dare. Don't do it. Please don't do it." I was like, that's the last thing you want to do is jump in bed with your daddy, your alleged daddy. That's what you don't want to do, because ain't no telling what that man got up his sleeve. And if Victor's in on this, BLQ better watch out, because Victor ain't nothing to play with, bitch. Now that Victor's got her in his sights, BLQ better she better hope that Tracy stick around in town for a little while, because you might need some more backup. I'm just saying. I'm glad Anna finally brought it up, because people seem to not have brought this up before, but I'm glad Anna did. She told Felicia, she was like, she found it odd how Maxie pretty much is not interested in finding her daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, she keeps brushing it off every time Anna brings it up. And she was like, why is that? You know what I'm saying? And Felicia tried to brush it off or whatever, talking about maybe she just, knows that, her baby's going to be fine or whatever. I'm like, no. It's more to it. I'm like, Anna's not buying it. She knows something ain't right about it. But before they could really get into it, of course, Robert popped up to let them know Luke was dead. I'm like, why is nobody telling Alexis about this? Because Alexis still don't know. And Alexis and Luke were pretty close. So I'm surprised Alexis don't know yet. I love the scenes, though, with Robert and Anna, and they were reminiscing about Luke and how they couldn't say goodbye to him, and, how he always was on the move. And I love those scenes. I love that we're seeing more of the veterans. You know what I mean? Like, I love it. And I love that they're getting this airtime. And Anna was sad because she was like, first we lost Holly, now we lost Luke. I was like, nope. Trust me, if y'all put y'all heads together and investigate this thing, you'll know Luke and Holly are 10 times out of 10 they probably together. Ain't no telling, but I'm pretty sure Victor didn't kill either one of them. I'm sure he didn't. He probably just got them somewhere caged up. So anyway, moving on from that, I'm glad Sean, told Alexis about this job offer that he want to make her. Like, he want to make her the second in command at the paper, one of the editors or whatever. And, Alexis was hesitant, but I'm glad Sam kind of, nudged her in the direction, was like, go for it. And I agree. Alexis should go for it. Why not? And I'm glad that she called Sean and she took the offer. You know what I mean? I think this could be a good thing, her and Sean working together. I'm very interested to see this. We could get a lot of good story out of this shit. And it's it's her second act. So I'm definitely here for it. So anyway, moving on from that, I love the scenes with Britt and Peter. I loved it because Austin was trying to not let her go into that room because he was like, listen, I ain't got time for you trying to kill this man. Britt was like, look, I got to do what I got to do. So Britt go up in the room. I was so happy how she taunted Peter because Peter sitting there, oh, hey, sis. I said, no, ain't no hey, sis, bitch. You ain't got no right to call her sis. And I love how Britt gave it to him. Like, she handed it to him on a silver platter. Because the thing about Peter is he loves playing mind games with people. And I love how Britt played mind games with him. Like, she knew what his Achilles heel was. And that's Maxie and Louise. Because he has this delusion that he's going to get them back. And I love how she shattered that. She was like, basically letting him know, for all he knows, Louise could be, sick. She could be lonely. She could be scared. You never know. She might be crying. You don't know what's going on with that child. You know what I mean? She might not even be alive. You know what I'm saying? Britt was just giving it to him. And you could see how agitated he was getting. And he was like telling her, like, don't say that. And then he tried to allude to the fact that he was going to tell the police that Britt was the one that tried to poison him. I love how Britt let him know. She was like, fool, I'm a doctor. She was like, if I want to poison your ass, you would have been dead. Because I know the right dosage to give you to kill you. Whoever poisoned you didn't know the right dosage to kill your ass. You would have been dead fucking with me. I love how Britt gave it to him. She stood toe to toe with him, and I love it. And she basically told him she'd rather he be in prison than dead right now. Because at least that way he'll suffer for the rest of his life. And one day when he do die, he'll be right in hell next to their daddy. I loved it. Britt was giving it to him. She gave it to him raw, and I loved it. I loved every second of it. She left that man looking stupid. I love her interactions with Austin, though. And I kind of felt bad for Austin because he was like, I've been in town for like 6 months or whatever. And he was like, I ain't made not one friend. I felt bad for when he said that. I really did. I was like, damn, like, you ain't made one friend in all this time he was there. And I think him and Britt are becoming friends. I don't know if they're potentially going to be a couple one day, but I'm cool with them just being friends. But I do feel like Britt needs a social life. Lately all she does is work, work, work. And I'm like, no, I want to see her get out and have some damn fun, Even if that means not getting into a relationship and I will hope she find love, but I'm cool with her just going out having a good time because that's what life is. Go out and have a bang. But I really enjoyed this episode. This was a pretty good episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you guys thought about it, and I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.